So, last night I had some pretty good dialogue with one of my colleagues about her agnostic friend who doesn't really believe in what the Bible teaches. I deal with people like that all the time, so I gave her a little advice on how exactly to deal with them. And always remember, there's no need to argue about it if they don't want to listen to what you have to say. So, if they want to turn it into a debate, obviously go tit for tat, but don't drag it on too long if they, remain hard headed. So, enjoy the video.
So, but a couple of days ago, this girl had texted me because like I've been posting a lot of like godly stuff nowadays. Like I rarely post myself or like anything of this world, basically more about God. And she had texted me saying like that God isn't real and that I never took science class and that if God was here, like he wouldn't be letting this pain happen. And actually, this is the first time like someone has like told me anything like that. Like I've never been because yeah, I see it on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that. But I've actually like I have never ran into somebody like that. And honestly, like I was dumbfounded. Like I didn't know how to respond or anything
Mm-hmm.
because like I didn't know if I was saying the right thing to her, like what to say to her, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, all I said was like, because she was saying like everything is science that like when we die it's just nothing but peace, and I was like, how do you know that though? Like, how do you know that? And I was like, if God never existed, prove to me that he never existed. And yet she couldn't answer me.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just jumped to the fact that I was being judgmental towards her, yet I said nothing bad about her. And like she was just saying, like, oh, you godly people think that you're all high and mighty just because you follow something that isn't true, this and this and that. And honestly, I just pray to God and like I just told her like I'm gonna pray for her, and like I really didn't know how to respond to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so typically when people come to that conclusion by saying science proves everything and that after this life there's peace, well, how do exactly what you said? How do you know there's
Him?
peace, and what is the definition of peace in your worldview? Because if there's no God, then
My
there's no such thing as
goodness.
peace. Um,
Hmm.
Right.
and when someone wants to switch to and run from those questions and say, well, you're just being judgmental, they're looking for an argument now. They're looking for a reason for you to step
Hmm.
out and give them a reason to say, see, you're not Christ-like. When in reality, we're being in every way Christ-like by calling you out and not necessarily calling your viewpoint wrong, but showing you
Okay.
why ours is more reasonable and logical. So, um,
Yeah.
a good question that usually stumps, or I wouldn't even say question, a good um, viewpoint would be, well, if God is not real, then my actions have no meaning. My purpose is there's no purpose to life
Oh
because we have
no.
no basis of morality. We have no basis of what is right and wrong. Anything that people have done over time means nothing because in the end, we're all just going to end
No.
up in a pile of dirt, right? So
Oh my God, no,
that
I want to say
typically will get the
peace,
average
spreading
quote unquote agnostic
Christianity,
or atheist stumped because they
the
have no way to
Bible.
answer to that. Their conclusion is
It says right
that
there.
they have to come to is
Question.
that, man, you're right. There is nothing after this life. My life has no meaning. But that's where you can lead the conversation into telling them, no, your life does have meaning because there is a God who created you and who loves you very much and who just wants a relationship with you. So, yeah, anytime someone wants to try and go right to insults and telling you that you're being judgmental, just let them say that because in the end, they're wrong. And,
Yeah.
like you do, keep praying for them and stuff. Because at some point, they're going to see that, man, this person really wasn't offended. You know, that's what being Christ like is.
Yeah, and yeah, and I really wasn't like I even told her like because she was going off on me like crazy, and I just let her because like I honestly wanted to hear her side, like what her like her thought process was,
Mm-hmm.
and I just told her like I'm gonna pray for her and yada, and she just got super offended that I said that, and I was like, it's a good thing, you know. And I told her like I asked her like, did you have like a bad
Yo, could
rap
you
with
please type
Christian?
out?
And she was like
I'm
no.
trying to drink my drink. Oh, I thought you were logged into the story.
No, like I prayed every
I thought you
day.
were logged into
Wait, can you
Nah,
hear me? Is my
I
mic
had
on?
to mute. I didn't realize I had them muted.
Yeah, like
I was trying
she was
to
just telling me like I pray every day and this and that, and like she just seemed like very angry. Like you can tell like there was like like she was being spiritually like attacked. It was very clear like what was going on with her, and I honestly felt bad for her.
Yeah, that's typically what I do too. Is like when someone tries to insult me, it's like, man, you don't even understand what you're angry about. Like that's the power of the word, is because it exposes the darkness, it exposes their sin, and every time people will find offense to that. Like even for example, yesterday when I was talking to those Unitarians, they, although they read the Bible and believe in the Father, thinking that there's only one God and that it's not a trinity, um, their doctrine is false because they don't believe in the Son being God and the Holy Spirit being God. And so what they did was, when I was exposing places where there's contradiction in their belief, they got emotional and wanted to you know come at me and disrespect Jesus and stuff like that. And it's like, guys, you're bringing emotion into this when all we have to do is read the Bible.